How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Beer School. Today we are going to be talking about Conspiracy, our American IPA. We like to think of it as a hybrid. It's not really West Coast, not really East Coast, not really European. What we did was we took everything that we liked about IPAs personally and kind of mixed them all into a kettle. Brought this beer out. So what we have is an Americanized version of a British style that is over-the-top hoppy. When we were designing this beer, we wanted to bring an IPA out that had all the hop flavor, but a lot lower hop bitterness. And we added all of our hops late in the boil process. Gives you more of a hop flavor than a hop bitterness. So for hop heads, it's still hoppy. For people who aren't necessarily hop heads, it's not quite as aggressive as it would be if we had added all the hops at the beginning. So part of the inspiration behind this was to pay tribute to all the old hops, the popular hops that I still love. So we brew this with Cascade, Chinook, and Centennial. All three, all Michigan hops, and most of them local. And so what we get is this somewhat citrusy, slightly dank, and more resiny kind of IPA that drinks real smooth. So the grains we use in our IPA, we use basic two-row. We use a ton of wheat because I like the citrusy characters that you can get from wheat. We use red wheat. And we use a little bit of Munich and a little bit of Carapils, making a really nice malty backbone without an overpowering caramel note. We don't brew this with caramel malts. That's just a personal preference. I like the flavor profile better. It allows the hops to stand out more than fighting with those caramel tones and those sweet tones. So we come in at about 70 IBUs. Again, don't be afraid of the bitterness. It is a lot more smooth, and we're right now even playing with our water profile, with our water chemistry, with chloride to sulfate ratios to try and get more of a smooth, silky mouthfeel as opposed to a dry, crisp mouthfeel, and then comes in at 7%. So Conspiracy being one of our main 4 beers, you can find it pretty much along the lakeshore, along the western half of the state. Mostly draft. We are starting to put Conspiracy in cans, so you'll start to see that pop up hyper-local around the Ludington area. So that you have is Conspiracy. So thanks again for tuning in and keeping an eye on what we're doing on our YouTube channel. Stay tuned for our next ones. We've got a couple more coming very soon. Thanks a lot. Cheers.